Hello, my name is Kiriath, and today we are going to have a look at the new Avatar of Khaine. So by all accounts, I believe this was supposed to be revealed tomorrow at LVO, but something happened. I think there might have been a button that was clicked a little too early, and someone took a quick picture of a screen that showed the new Avatar of Khaine earlier than it was supposed to be shown off, which happens occasionally, just one of them things, but they didn't want to let that stand and just keep doing the rounds, and so we get to look at him nice and early. There's no point showing you the grainy potato cam, because we can just look at this. I mean, that's quite good. That's quite good. I really do like that. My initial first impression being that is some solid, like, magma lava body work. Like, the paint on the body is real nice. It looks like they've textured the skin to make it a lot easier, but oh, that is tasty. I mean, we can compare it to the current one. That's the nice thing. So, this is the current Avatar of Khaine. It's weedy, right? It's quite small, the current Avatar of Khaine. The one that they did for Forge World, way bigger, although I don't think that's been in production for ages. But this is what you're currently working with. That is significantly nicer, in my opinion. The detail is a lot finer, it's a lot crisper. There's some really nice, like, I don't know, just like the iconography and stuff that's on this. It's just a step above. Things like having symbols on the lower legs across the shins that are missing off this one works super, super well. The helmet is really nice. It feels super crisp, like super crisp. The symbols on either side of the head. The plume is magnificent. Giving the plume added volume, I don't know, that adds a lot to it, I reckon. Like, the way that it goes, it's quite like a thin piece of metal that it's coming out of. So, I don't know, just add something to it. It gives it more presence, gives it extra height, for sure. I can take or leave fire effects usually, but I quite like the flames that they've got going on along the base. So, like, that line of flame that is coming across the base and up the foot is really nicely done. Also, I quite like the one that's coming from behind the knee, like the knee pad there. That's a really nice touch as well. The sword is solid. The sword is great. The sword is... I want that for other things. Like, I want that sword for other stuff. That is such a good sword. And again, it's very similar, borderline exactly the same, actually. Let's have a quick spin. Maybe not exactly the same, but super, super close to the old one. You got the same kind of three tiers just above the hilt. This one's got like two like divots in the side, whereas that's only got the one. I think that looks way better though. It's clearly much sharper. Like, the detail is far more precise on that than it is on this. Understandably so. This is getting old now. This is a super old model. But yeah, I like this a lot. I think I'd like the face more if it wasn't white. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing that is, like, specific to the Avatar. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to paint the face white. I feel like it makes the face stand out a little bit too much on this one. I would almost prefer to see someone do it where, like, the helmet has got more kind of less bone and more white around the face, and the face is a darker colour, maybe. I don't know, it's just creating this weird kind of, like, draw to that part of the model for me. Which, I guess, I mean, you need to have a focal point for it, but I don't know, it's weirdly distracting. That's just a super subjective personal thing though, of course, and, you know, that's something that you can change. You know, you can paint it however you want. Paint it rainbow colours if you want, go for it, knock yourself out. But personally, I would like dull the face down a bit. All the blood coming out of the gauntlet, I quite like that. I quite like it. I think maybe the drip that's coming all the way down is a bit much. I would be tempted to take that off and just smooth it off, just because it stands out in a weird way. Although then again, this is on a plain white background. The one downside to Games Workshop doing these pictures on plain white backgrounds, yeah, you do get a really nice crisp outline. You can make out all of like the outer edge detail, but sometimes something will stick out in a weird way that you wouldn't actually notice on the tabletop or against like a scenic background. Like stuff like that one drop of blood that's coming all the way down. It looks a bit thick and strange, but I don't know that it would do against something that isn't just stark white. Like, I think it's the contrast there is making it, like, look a bit bigger than it actually is. Overall, though, I reckon that's a pretty significant glow up in it. I mean, it's super faithful to the other one. The proportions are just a bit better. New one is like a bit taller, a bit more lithe, but still quite heavily muscled. which is good. But I feel like the anatomy is more correct as well. Of course, this one does have like a rib cage style breastplate on, I guess. So, but overall, I really like this. I think this is a good update. This is a really good update. Like, they've got the ability to do all these like cool kind of inlaid and embossed details now, and they've really leaned into it for this. It looks grand. It looks great. Okay, so plenty of other Eldari secrets to reveal. Not too many. Oh, okay. So we're not going to get any like. I was kind of hoping that we'd get to know if there's like other options for it's the Wailing Doom, isn't it? Like other forms of it. Like I know there's a spear. There was an axe mentioned in an article recently. I don't know whether that's going to be a thing. I'd love to know though. More details on that would be really nice. Like just if there's any alternate bits. But I guess we'll find out soon enough, right? I think that's super solid. I really like that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click if you don't want to. And as always, there's an affiliate link in the description for Element Games, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.